Hey guys, it's Leonie and this is the first episode of the LDR Chronicles. To begin with, I'll just tell you guys what you guys can expect from these episodes. Every episode will be centralized around a certain theme. For example, an episode could be about thinking about the future, things like visas and money and living in a different country. Another episode could be about ways that you can do things for your partner that is not limited to physical space, and etc, etc. Now, of course, you guys are always welcome to give me some suggestions of themes that you would like me to explore. Yeah, so each episode will be centralized to a certain theme, and then I will get to some Q&As and I'll answer questions that you might send to me, and then it will end with a featured LDR couple at the end of the episode. There's going to be a lot of trial and error, and hopefully this episode will blossom before my very eyes and it will be something that maybe everyone will take an interest to. So to begin with, I have decided that I would start with basics of a long distance relationship, and that is little activities that you can do to spice up the relationship a little bit, especially if you're over Skype and there's kind of like an awkward 2 hours of silence where you're not really doing anything but you want to do something and you don't really know what to do. So here is my list of things that you can do while in an LDR. So probably the most basic thing is watching movies with each other. What I found really helpful in deciding what kind of movies to watch is by using Google Documents. Matthias and I both have a Google account, and I think that if you're in an LDR you might want to consider perhaps getting a Google account, mainly because it's a really great tool to help you and your significant other collaborate, because you can use Word documents and spreadsheets, and there's just like a lot of different Google Documents that you can utilize to benefit your relationship. So for example, in terms of movies, Matthias and I have created a Google spreadsheet where we pretty much just dump all the movies that we would like to watch with each other in this spreadsheet. We've categorized it into action, romance, drama, chick flicks, kids movies, animations, etc, etc. And I think this is a really good way to kind of figure out like your partner's tastes in movies as well, and also expand your horizons and indulge yourself in particular movies that you probably wouldn't watch by yourself. So that's one example of how you could utilize Google Documents to your advantage. Next activity is to pick a TV show to watch together. I always think that having a TV show that you guys watch together at the same time when it's just released, the episode's just been released, is always a fun thing, because it gives you something to look forward to like every week. And also, if we don't really want to wait every week for an episode to come out, we'll watch a TV show that's already got all the seasons out. Yeah, I think it's just another good way to have like a weekly kind of date where you guys watch your favorite TV show together once it's been released. Another kind of passive thing that you guys can do is watch YouTube videos together. There are a lot of vlogs that I watch with Matthias. We kind of follow the same people, so it's always fun to watch videos together once a YouTuber has released it or uploaded it to his channel, his or her channel. If you're not into really the passive kind of entertainment, of course there's like video games. I know Matthias and I, during the early stages of our friendship relationship, we played a lot of Halo together. I guess that will only work if both of you have like Xbox Live or PS3, PS Network, if that's what it's called, PS, I don't know. If you guys are privileged enough to have money to buy Xbox Live and all that kind of stuff. If not, there are lots of free multiplayer games online on the PC. Minecraft, for example, I only just got into it like during the summer, and I honestly got really addicted to it. You can download Steam or Origin to your PC, and there's a lot of free games on there too. And I think if you really want to interact with your significant other in a less passive kind of way, I think investing a bit of money into maybe a game that you'll both like is actually probably a good thing. It's kind of like going out for dinner and paying, I don't know, $20 for a meal. Instead, you're just paying I don't know, $10 for a game. I guess another thing that you guys can do that's a bit more of the physical kind of aspect is you can send each other letters, write each other letters. Writing letters is always very therapeutic because it also gets all your thoughts out there on paper. The other person won't even know what you've written until they actually get it like a week or so later. What I also find is kind of fun sometimes is to involve other people into your relationship as well and not just make it just about the two of you. Like for example, I personally like being in a group chat with all of Matthias's friends. It lets me get to know who his friends are, how he interacts with his friends. It's just a nice way to get to know the other person. Don't underestimate the ability to share your screens. Being able to share screens with people is just kind of like a window into your life. Because through sharing screens, you can show them photos of your family, you can show them friends on your Facebook and just go through the list, and it's a great way to get to know who the person you're talking to is. You might think, oh well, that's like an invasion of privacy. If this is the person that you intend to be with, if you have that sense that, oh, I need to keep this private from this person, then you have to really reconsider whether you're in this relationship for the right reasons, or if you're just playing around and pretty much trying to pretend that your relationship is something that it's not. This week I'm going to suggest a movie perhaps that you guys might like to watch with your significant other. The movie is called Stuck in Love, and it just follows the story of a family of writers and their little experiences in falling in love and falling out of love. I don't think it's your typical kind of cliche romance. It's definitely much more realistic and relatable, and I really recommend it. This episode's viewer question is from Unique Kawaii, and she asks, what if an LDR doesn't work out but the two are still in love with each other? Okay, if it doesn't work out in terms of like say money wise, and it just doesn't work out because you just can't be, you have to be where you are and you just can't be where the other person is, and it's just really difficult because you don't have the means to make it work, but you still have feelings for each other, I think there's nothing wrong with just being friends. You found somebody who you can confide in and talk to, and that's a special thing in itself. Maybe one day in the journey of life you'll have the means to be able to visit this person and solidify this relationship, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, it can be purely platonic. You don't want to necessarily go through life pining away for someone that you just can't physically have. So this week's featured couple is Jutta from Finland, I hope it's Jutta or Jutta, I don't know how to pronounce, and Christian from Denmark. Thank you guys so much for sending in your LDR story. Jutta and Christian met on December 2012 on Omegle. If you'd like to have your LDR relationship featured on an episode of the LDR Chronicles, you can email me at leoniec.mail@gmail.com. If there's anything in particular, different kind of format that you would like to see on the series, don't be afraid to let me know because I'm always open to suggestions. This is definitely going to be like a trial and error kind of thing, especially because I'm just so terrible at this and the lighting is really bad. I don't have a tripod, I have like a box and my luggage and the camera on top of the luggage, so it's not like the best setup or anything, but you know, you do what you can, and if the sun goes away, the sun goes away. Okay, so I'm not sure, I think this will kind of be like a fortnightly thing if I have time to do this, which means the next episode should be with Matthias because I will be in Sweden in like 2 weeks. If you have any suggestions of what you would like next episode's theme to be, you can leave them in the comments. I'm not trying to be like a dictatorship of how this series will be because I am doing this really for everyone who's in this predicament such as I. Yeah, so that's about it. Thanks for watching guys. Sorry if this video was really inconcise and just a lot of rambling, and obviously I really need to plan a lot more when I start filming these videos, but trial and error. Hopefully you guys still enjoyed this and you still got a lot out of it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Yeah, I had my phone up to hold the camera up, so now it's down here. But look at my really cute phone case. One day, this distance will never be in between us. Ooh. Hi guys! It's so hard to get the lighting right. It's like you think you can make a video, but then you realize that the lighting is all wrong and your video is gonna look completely horrible. I'm just sitting here thinking, wow, I really should have planned this video out a lot more. Oh, by the way, I colored my hair blue, but it looks purple. It's interesting. I don't know how to do this, but suddenly we fell apart. Squeegee chair.